everyone, my name is Autumn, and this is my first week on the Way Kids Online. I am so excited to be here with you guys. We're in another week of the theme Ever After, where we get to hear and be a part of God's true fairy tale stories. What do you think is the main difference between a good story and a bad story? Well, the best stories usually show us that no matter how bad things get, there is hope that things will get better. Many storybook characters need a sign of hope to help them to keep going when things get hard. Cinderella's glass slipper gave the prince hope that he would find his true love again, or how in the movie Encanto, Mirabelle had hope in her Uncle Bruno that he could provide answers to why the house was falling apart and how to rebuild the family's magical house. When Ruth was hungry, Boaz showed compassion by giving her food and hope by pointing her towards God and praying for her. Let's learn more about this story from Grow.
A long, long time ago in a land far, far away, a man once said, "Hey there, you chicken nuggets, it's me, Carl. Welcome to Grow TV."
Welcome to Grow TV. Hosted by Carl. Where we have fun with our friends, talk about Jesus, and go over everything the Bible has to offer. Now once again, welcome to Grow TV.
Well, hello and welcome once again to the land of the Ever After storybook. Where am I, you may ask? Well, I'm in the never-ending enchanted forest. Do you know what kind of animals you can find in the enchanted forest? Dragons, trolls, flying horses, firebirds, water dogs, and squirrels. There's nothing special about the squirrels, but it is a forest and they are everywhere. Do you know what happens in enchanted forests? Battles, wars, and with every battle or war, there's always a hero. You know what I mean? Like a knight in shining armor. A person who comes to save the day. A mighty warrior and who is in the face of complete disaster is strong, calm, and composed. You know, like me. The thing is, that's not me. And that'll never be me. You wanna know why? Because how can one person overcome such obstacles? How can one single human being conquer something that is so staggering? Now don't get me wrong, I know it happens. Because I've seen it all the time. I've seen the Prince Charming fight off all the evildoers. I saw Mulan fight off a whole bunch of bad dudes in the battle. But me? Come on. Could you imagine that? Imagine me on the battlefield. While everyone is fighting for their loved ones in the kingdom of whatever land, I'm over here wondering what I'm gonna eat next. Or if I can get an extra pair of metal shoes because these ones are pinching my feet. See what I mean? Me being a knight in shining armor or me ever finding a happy ever after is impossible. There's no hope for me.
Whoa, hold on. What did you just say?
Oh, hi Grace. I was just telling the kids that I'm hopeless. And there's no use in me trying to accomplish anything ever. Because all I'm ever gonna end up like is a big pile of dragon slobber.
Okay, well, two things. One, I don't think dragon slobber, that's gross. And two, you are not hopeless.
Oh yeah? Tell it to this face.
Okay, Carl. Can you at least tell me why you're feeling that way?
Well, it's simple. I'm here in the land of the ever after, where everything is possible. But yet
What?
Yet I feel like sometimes things just aren't going to get better. Like not only will things not turn around and get better for me, but even if they did, I don't know if I'm strong enough to make the journey.
Oh, Carl. You're not.
Excuse me?
Okay, that may have come out a bit harsh. What I mean is you, by yourself, are not strong enough to make it through the journey and become who you've been called to be. None of us are, but there is hope.
How is there hope?
Well, look at Ruth. Not literally, her story. You remember she had lost her husband and now went to live with her mother-in-law. You remember her name?
Sure I do. Quick kids, what's Ruth's mother-in-law's name? Are you sure? Okay. Yes, her name is Naomi. Wink.
Good job, Carl. Yes, and it was at this time Ruth needed to find a job so she could start bringing home food for them both.
What job did she get? Was she like a cashier at a supermarket? Or how about a chef? An astronaut? What?
Well, she found a field that was filled with workers, and so she began to follow the workers who were collecting all the crops and picking up all the leftovers that they had left behind.
Wait, so she was just getting leftovers from the stuff that people didn't want to keep? That's a bummer.
Yeah, but what's cool is, even though Ruth wasn't probably the happiest or in the best situation, she did what she needed to do to survive and take care of herself and Naomi.
You know what? That's pretty cool.
It really was. So anyway, while Ruth was out in the field, a man named Boaz noticed her.
Boaz. Boaz. That's a funny name. Boaz.
Boaz asked a friend who she was, and once he found out her story, he went to talk to her.
Oh no, she wasn't in trouble for taking her leftover crops, was she?
The opposite. Boaz went over and encouraged her. He gave her bread to eat till she was full, and then he did the coolest thing.
No way!
What?
Boaz did a triple backflip into a Cincinnati tuba?
No.
Oh, well, I just assumed because he said he did the coolest thing.
Well, what he did was tell all of his friends and other workers to drop extra grain for Ruth to take home.
Oh, that's so sweet. Wait a minute.
What?
Does Boaz have a crush on Ruth?
Well, I don't want to spoil the story for you, but maybe.
No way! This really is a fairy tale, Grace! So what happens next? Does Ruth fall into a deep sleep and Boaz has to rescue her? Oh no, does Boaz get captured and Ruth needs to rescue him?
Whoa, Carl, you're getting ahead of yourself. There definitely is more to the story, but for now, let's focus on the fact that Boaz helped Ruth and Naomi have hope again, because his actions toward Ruth were very gracious.
Seems like it. Wow, that's super encouraging. Ruth and Naomi lost so much and it seemed like all hope was lost. But then this happens.
Exactly. That's why I wanted you to hear this. You see, God takes care of us in every season, no matter how difficult it may be. But if we just continue to trust and push on, then who knows what gifts and plans God has in store for us. Because guess what, Carl? I haven't even told you the coolest part.
What? What is it?
Boaz is actually a part of Naomi's family. They're related.
What? Are you kidding?
Nope. So when Naomi found out Ruth had met Boaz, she was excited. Because Boaz was what they called a kinsman redeemer, which meant if Boaz married Ruth, he would be able to provide for her and Naomi by law.
No way. Wow, God really is full of surprises.
Holy guacamole, this story keeps getting bigger and better. But speaking of bigger, our big idea today is God gives us hope. So let's say it out loud like something from a fairy, like a dragon. Let's act like a dragon, okay? We need big fiery breaths. We need to get those wings out, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. God gives us hope! Whoa, that was so good. You guys did an amazing job. Hopefully everyone acted like a dragon, and if you didn't, it's okay. I don't mind acting like a dragon by myself. Now, the second thing I'm going to ask you is that you don't miss next week's Grow TV episode, okay? Promise? All right. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Thank you for watching, and tune in next week for a new episode of Grow TV.
Let's recap this week's lesson. We are not storybook characters, but we still need hope, especially in the hard times. We know the greatest giver of hope, God. Nobody wants to suffer, but sometimes we face difficult things in our lives. When we do, we can find comfort and hope in knowing that this suffering can be turned into something good. We can also show hope to people who are feeling hopeless and in a tough time. We can make a difference by praying, seeking to offer hope, and even getting personally involved. It's time to reveal today's big idea, but I just cannot remember where I put our Ever After storybook. That's not it. Wonder where it went. Oh, there it is. Thanks, bathroom boy. Let's look what is written in it today. It says, God gives us hope. Should we all say that together? On the count of 3, let's all say, God gives us hope. Ready? 1, 2, 3. God gives us hope.
Let's take some time to learn this month's memory verse. I'll do it once, and my friend Autumn here will repeat with the action. You can do it with Autumn. The Lord will watch over your coming and going,
both
now and forevermore. Psalm 121, verse 8.
Psalm 121, verse 8.
Great job! Okay, let's try it one more time, but all together. Are you ready? The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. Psalm 121, verse 8. Great job.
Let's close in prayer. Kids, you can repeat after me. Dear God, thank you for loving us and being our hope in troubling times. Amen. Thanks everyone for a great week in our series Ever After. We hope to see you again next week. I've had a great time with you. If you'd like, we've included a few discussion questions and a coloring page. If you'd like these, just ask your parents for help and click the link below. See you next week.